Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yashar Allah. Kol Haloyim La Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Harakah Kodash for blessing our elders with the spirit of truth so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwaf that's keeping the faith and the works. Y'all keep at it. It's your brother Abaya coming at you with more precepts. It's the book of Ephesians, chapter 5 and verse 15. It says, "See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil." Right? Pay attention to what's going on in this world, beyond what's going on in your neighborhood, beyond what's going on your local news channel. You really got to keep your ear to the wind, right? They got a saying in the streets, you got to keep your ear to the streets, which basically means you pay attention to what's going on around you. So do so, but on a global level, because the prophecy that's spoken of in the scripture, they not only have to deal with Babylon, but they have to deal with the world, right? But the main focus of it is Babylon, because this is where the destruction will be. This is where Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai will be famous again, you know what I'm saying, like he was during the time of Egypt. All right, so I'm gonna play a sound bite because I ain't sure how Buddy feel about me using his likeness for my video. Dude named Glenn Beck, I believe he used to be on Fox News, but then he broke off and he either broke off or got fired and started doing a podcast. But what he's about, what he speaks on, some of the stuff, I ain't gonna say all of it, some of the stuff he speak on, be spot on. As far as conspiracies go, right? I know a lot of people tend to shun away from that word, but all that means is all the conspiracy means is somebody is conspiring, right? And they trying to keep it hush hush, right? It's people making moves and plans for the world, but they don't broadcast it to the world because it's not for the world's benefit. It's more so for the world's control. Right, so like I said, I'm gonna let this soundbite play and I'll be back.
Well, not intentionally, but in today's world, just telling the truth, or that's plenty. That's plenty. Just telling the truth is enough, and we have to get past that, because when I'm looking at these things, I think if people could just wake up, we could fix this. Now, Doug Case.
Salat, I had to chime in right quick. Butter said if people could wake up that they can fix it, but it's not fixing this. Right? Scripture says we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. This place ain't gonna get better, it's gonna get worse. Because it's written that way. Right? It's prophesied for this place to fall. Right? And the reason why it's falling is because it was always meant to, first and foremost. Secondly, because of what they have done and continue to do to the Most High's people, right? The oppression and the constant foot up ass, right? They got to pay for that, What is it Galatians 4:16, I believe, or 4:6, or 4:7, I believe. It's either Galatians 4:6 or 7. But anyway, it says, be not deceived, God is not mocked, for as a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Right? So for all of the oppression that the devil has placed on the Most High's people, he got to get that back. And in fact, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai says he got to get it back double, man. Right? So let him finish.
Yes, Doug Casey's take on podcasts, but I want you to listen to what he says is coming. Here are the 11 assumptions that I'm using today to guide my actions. 1, less freedom of movement is coming. There will be more effort to restrict and regulate our freedom of movement, from vax passports to increased visa requirements and 15-minute city initiatives. The grid is being constructed to regulate our freedom of movement. That is absolutely true. And if you read Dark Future, you'll know it to be true, because we outline it. These are not conspiracy theories. These are facts that are also conspiracies. Conspiracy just means there are people plotting and trying to cover their tracks and trying to deny to throw people off their trail. Well, they're not even denying. They're just using the media to say, conspiracy theory. And then they do it anyway. For instance, the gas stoves. Do you know that every single appliance, and you can read about it in today's show prep at glennbeck.com. Get my show prep because I can only get to about maybe, I don't even know, 10% of the stories. Get my show prep every day. It is so critical that you read that. It's free at glennbeck.com. But these are things that every time they say it's a conspiracy, they throw you off the trail. They divide us even further.
If you don't know about the gas stoves, Sleepy Creepy Joe and his associates were saying that, all of the gas stoves need to be replaced with electric, same as the cars, right? And basically all that basically means is the world is moving towards a digital world. So the old world of, natural resources, fuel-based engines and motors, they're trying to do away with that and move towards a digital world and really trying to mingle man with machine in order to create some new thing, right? And people can see it because they constantly speaking on this thing, but they don't outline it as blatant as we do. They damn sure don't equate it to the scriptures, but they are constantly passing policies, constantly passing laws pertaining to everything that's being spoken of, right? So it's a lot. 1 second.
Second, CBDC is coming. Cash will be eliminated. How restrictive it may end up being, I don't know, but CBDC is a foregone conclusion.
Right, that thing coming, man. Revelation 13 coming is already here. They already passed policy. They already passed legislation for this thing, right? They already got the software for this thing. It's already on the move. It's already on the way. The things that's happening with China and Russia and Ukraine, so forth and so on, and it affecting the funds is not coincidence. It's design, right? The money, you know how they keep trying to say a recession coming. The recession been here, right? We damn near in the depression right now. Because the price of things are so high. And this the crazy part about it. This how the devil move. The devil has raised the prices of everything. Sly way, right? But people are getting paid more now than they were 10 years ago. But it's to no effect. Because even though you're getting paid more, the price of everything, it has gone up so much it doesn't balance out. So you really still or really worse off than you were on 10, 15 years ago. Right? That's a lot. 1 second.
The digital ID is already here as number 3. Biometrics are the future. If you have a government-issued ID associated with your photograph, you are in the system already. How the ID is developed and deployed and enforced is the question. Number 4, the Greater Depression. Timing is hard, but can any thinking person imagine how the outcome can be avoided altogether?
Now, Scripture says in the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15. Matter of fact, let's go there right quick. All right, 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, and let me see. Come on, so 2nd Ezra, chapter 15. And verse 14, it says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Right? A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. Right? Hard times is right around the corner, and it's largely based off of great tribulation, lack of bread. Lack of bread. Why? Right? Scripture says in the book of Revelation, basically a loaf of bread costs a day's wage. Right? The hyperinflation. Right? And the prices just continually raising up, and they continually passing policies to add fuel to the fire. Right? With no remedy. Right? And it's all, like I said, it's all by design, man. And the ultimate designer is Yahweh, right? Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because it says in the book of Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 7, I create evil and good, basically. I create darkness and light. I, the Lord, do all these things, right? Amos chapter 3, shall there be evil done in the city, and the Lord hath not done it? Or shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord hath not done it, right? So the Most High controls good and evil. He is the Most High. These things are happening because it's a part of the Most High's plan. But on the left-hand side of the Most High, the wickedness of this world, right, are the individuals that are in charge. Job 9:24 says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, wherein who is he? Right? So the Most High is using the devil in order to implement his plans, but the devil thinks that it's the devil's plans. Right? So the Most High finna put shame on his face when it's all the way revealed what time it is, right? Because we out here prophesying, so they know what time it is as far as what we believe and what the scripture says, right? But yet and still, the Most High put his spirit inside of these devils to continue on with their plans, right? And call Loyim La Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah for it, because that means that the further they push their agenda, the closer we are to escaping this place, man, right? Escaping prison. All right.
Simon Hunt suggests a market pullback of up to 30% between now and early 2024. Okay, this I've heard from several people, 30% pullback. That's the stock market falling 30%. And everyone I've talked to, and I don't know about stock markets, and I hate the stock market, but anyway, everybody I've talked to said that about 30%, if not more, is coming, and we might already be in it. It will be followed by a pump and deflationary wipeout in 2025. Most financial assets, number 5, will disappear at some point. Inflation, bank bail-in, market wipeout. I don't know the cause, but I assume physical assets are where I need to be ultimately. This is important for you to understand that land, your home, anything physical, any gold, silver, food, seeds, anything physical is important. Anything that is money, you can bury it all you want. It will slip through your fingers because that's all going to be taken. Debt is going to be a real problem when the banks start to collapse. They'll just start seizing assets. 6, increasing crime and disorder. You've seen the videos, whether driven by economic desperation, mass migration, the inversion of law, or in the name of social justice. Crime and disorder will grow and lead to greater physical threats to our lives and property from our fellow man.
Right, like we just read in the book of 2 Ezra chapter 15, for great tribulation and lack of bread, because of people not being able to purchase things, and especially when they release that Revelation 13, where it says if you don't take it, you won't be able to buy or sell. Right, a lot of people ain't gonna take it. Right now, like I said, I'm not speaking on the elect. All of the elect are not gonna take it. but our spirits are going to be different, right? Isaiah 33:6, knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. So we fully understand that Yahweh will take care of us like he's always been doing, right? But as far as, the average individual in this world, they don't know Yahweh. So when they try to force things on them, just like they did with with the juice, with the juicy juice, right? They tried to force that on people, and people didn't take it, right? That don't mean that they was a part of the elect. They just were circumspect of the surroundings. So when that time come and they're not able to buy and sell like that, man, they kicking in doors like we just read in the book of 2 Ezra chapter 15, and like this man is speaking on. So that means the things that happen in this world, you have to pay attention to, because it equates to prophecies in the scripture. That's what the prophecies are speaking on. Things that will happen on the earth, right?
This makes urban environments especially, but not exclusively, a real risk.
Urban environments a real risk. You damn skip it. Because it's already a risk living in the hood and living in, the cities and things of such. But when it get bad, man, can you imagine? Right? Ain't no more grocery stores because they done ransacked that. Where you getting food from? Right? Ain't no more water like that. So where you gonna get your water from? And you see people that's eating. You see people that ain't starving. They good. They alright. And you starving. Man, it's gonna be all kinds of hell let loose on this earth. Like I say in the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 1. Right? A time such as never was since there was a nation. That's what we prepping for mentally, spiritually. We prepping for this. The Most High putting that spirit inside of us to prep for it. Right? Once again, knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah told us, don't worry about what you're going to eat. The Most High feeds the birds. How much more us? Don't worry about what you're going to be clothed in. The Most High put all these spectacular colors on the flowers and things of such. So how much more us? Right? We understand that the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah got our back, man. Right? Even to the end of the world, like Yahweh Shah said. But the rest of the world, they ain't got a clue. Right? So really, Jacob's trouble is for you. Bars.
Absolutely true. How many times do I tell you a week, Stu? You really don't want to be near the city. You really don't want to be near Dallas.
You do mention it to me a lot.
8. World War III is coming. A good case can be made that it's already begun. I don't know if you saw this. This is also in the show prep today. The Army War College recently published a study suggesting that the all-volunteer force had reached the end of its useful life. With the military struggling with recruiting, conscription is likely at some point. I don't know if you saw this, also in the show prep. Russia is holding, for the first time ever, let me see if I can find this. Russia is set to hold a nationwide exercise early next month, according to new reports, in preparation for the danger of armed conflicts involving nuclear weapons. Russian authorities will hold a large-scale drill across the country on October 3rd. Is that tomorrow or is that today?
Right. And the inevitable World War III, where Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai will make his grand return. Right? And how it says in the book of 2 Ezra chapter 13, they'll stop fighting each other and turn their attention to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and try to go to war, try to fight him. Right? But it is not going to end well for him, man. Right? Because like it says in 2 Ezra 13, when Yahweh Shai get done with him, it'll only be dust and smell of smoke. Right? So, yeah, man, that's I know he got like 3 more points, but that's enough, man. Right? So let me go to let's see. Romans chapter 13 verse 11, man. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believed. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness And let us put on the armor of light. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying, but put ye on Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. Right? Get your mind right, get your spirit right, and maintain that thing till Shiloh come, man. Because there's a lot of things that's going on in this world that the world has no idea is happening because they're too focused on the wrong thing because of what they follow, right? They love following this world, right? And believe everything that this world says is to be. Taking one side of the story, but it's two sides to every story, man. So that means you got to look it up. And in looking it up, you are being circumspect, which is what we are. Trying to be circumspect as the best we can, trying to be as righteous as we possibly can, right? And nobody said you're not going to fall. Nobody said you're not going to, do some wicked stuff. But that shouldn't define you, because you shouldn't constantly be in that, right? To have a mistake is different from living a lifestyle, right? So let me go to let me see Sirach 27. And 26. Sirach 27:26, it says, whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that setteth a trap shall be taken therein. He that worketh mischief, it shall fall upon him, and he shall not know whence it cometh. Right? So yeah, the devil plotting and planning and maneuvering all like the serpent that he is, but at the end of the day, it's really for his own downfall. Because as soon as this devil unleashes all of these different atrocities and wicked plans, then come Yahweh Shai to save the day. All right, so I end with that. Now, Yahweh Shai Shai Ratazah, these precepts in this video were edifying. Call Haloyam La Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Harakah Kodash. Shalom Yashala.